And we are live. Ahoy, mateys, and welcome to our Tuesday night 50 Fathom Savage Worlds Pirate Fantasy Adventure Extravaganza. When you think pirates, right, you're going to think Lore's 50 Fathoms game, and then somewhere way down here, you're going to be Pirates of the what? It was Pirates of the Scarabeing? I don't know. Yeah, because we are going to be the apex of pirate fantasy adventure storytelling, as though we have not already been. Tell me, how many times was Johnny Depp horrifically mutilated in that franchise? We've done it to our Johnny Depp, goddammit, because we're bold. We're taking pirates in a new direction, a new horrifically mutilated and tortured by a constant litany of failures direction. Alright? We've got squid men. We've got wind mages that can swing like monkeys from ropes. We have an ice mage that just learned how to heal and is quite full of himself. And
always heal.
Oh, always heal. And the aforementioned mangled ex-Captain Porter. In addition to them, there is me, myself, and I, Will Thompson. I am the Pirate King here on Tuesday nights. I run the League of Raconteur Explorers this evening and every evening. That might be changing in the near future. We're still looking for one or two more applicants to fill the schedule gap for our Shoot Your Shot one-shot slot. That was close enough. The Shoot Your Shot one-shot slot. It comes on Saturdays. Or Sundays. Weekends. At any rate. But that's neither here nor there. What is both here and there is that it has been a couple of weeks now. We had a presidential debate last week, which was it was something. It's a civic duty. If you spell duty, D-O-O-D-I-E, duty, like the poo. That's right. You hit that 18 and over button, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about feces. That's right. But this week, no debate, and we are there's no debate about it. We're back. But given the intervening amount of time between episodes, I thought it would probably be apt for me to hit with the recap. Welcome, Savage Rob. Good. It's good that it gave you time for the recap, because there's been a lot. But after restoring Brigand's K to Aziz K by assassinating Haluin as the Lord Mayor and reinstilling the rightful runner of the town, they were whisked off on a mission from the Earth Mage Fenflamir to the lost jungle wilds of the continent of Torath-Ka, where they found themselves immediately besieged by a giant megalodon that the Ugak refer to as the Jinkatan, god of fins. It proved that its name was quite apt when it took the Kirin cutter and split it clean in half, and they were forced to swim to shore and then walk several days to where Victoria, the only known settlement of, people on Torath-Ka, and where Angus McBryde was rumored to be setting up his lost expedition. They got there and found that he was off looking for his preacher, Father Gabriel, who had been abducted for, he took some Bibles and he wandered off into the cannibal jungle and was like, hey, don't eat me, eat the word of the Lord. So it went about as well as one would expect. But Angus McBryde, he's a Christian fellow himself, and heck, can't let his minister be roasted on a spit by some savage red ape men, right? So certainly has went out to rescue him. They trudge through the jungle and locate him, not far from his quarry. Turns out he has a very big voice and speaks with quite bravado, and instructed them that he was going to be leading a siege on the camp to free his father and get any of the intel he had gotten in relation to the 3 lost keys that would lead to the Ugak City of Gold. Pretty enticing stuff, whole City of Gold, right? It's definitely there. It's 100% a real thing. But with that in mind, we started the battle last week And then I spent, I don't know, 120 hours transcribing all of Suede and about a half of the new Deadlands into Foundry for our switch to a far superior virtual tabletop environment. And I stumbled across the mass battle rules. And I said, you know what? This would be way better than spending the whole next episode going through a billion rounds of combat with them versus 30 plus combatants. Right? So we are going to retcon ever so slightly back and say that we are now plotting our siege on the fortified Ugak camp, and it's going to look a little different this time for a couple of reasons. First off, we are no longer one for one individually representing our allied forces with tokens. What we have here, the Fs, are force tokens. They are representative of the relative strengths of your armies. Now you will note here that it is currently 8 to 10 against. Now there are 30 of them and 10 of you, right? So normally, right, you would be in like 3 to 10, right? But then we factor in your expertise, right? Your arms, your superior armaments, and I'm assuming what I'm hoping will be your combat tactics, right? And you can see how the quality of troops influences the force tokens as well as the quantity. So they do still have a numerical advantage. Additionally, when we get to the morale section of combat, they are fortified behind the walls of their encampment narratively, which will give them a +2 to their bonus to not break and flee should they fail their morale bonus upon the loss of force tokens at the end of a battle round. But this is going to be real simple. It's actually amazingly straightforward for a situational rule system, and we'll get right to it. So, first things first, who has the battle skill? Skill battle.
One-Eyed Jonas has the battle skill.
And what is your battle skill, One-Eyed Jonas?
It's a D4.
A D4. Now, Angus McBryde has a D6 battle skill, but we are more than welcome to rely on Jonas Porter's should he want to take point.
I think at this point, Jonas prefers to not be in front of, leading the troops, so to speak.
Excellent. With that established, it will be Angus McBryde's D6 battle versus the Red Men Shamans' D6 battle. Both have led their relative forces into the fray several times, so it'll be squared up there. Now, there are some battle modifiers that are applied on this dice roll here. First and foremost, force bonus, right? They have 2 more forces than you. They get +1 for each force they have in addition to you. So right now, he is rolling his D6 at a +2 because of the 2 additional tokens, right? Then there is tactical advantage, right? They are additionally fortified, right? Although weakly, wooden parapets, open lanes going in, right? It's a visual impediment more than a navigatable one. This is going to add an additional 1 to their battle roll for a +3. Now, battle plan is not something that the Ugak savages of the jungles of Torthcaw are super keen on. It's generally throw your spears in that direction, right? So this is where, assuming that you guys can come up with something to that me, again, as the tactical god here, the decider, if you will, says, yeah, that makes sense. That would definitely confer a tactical advantage. You could gain between 1 and 4 points on Angus's battle roll. Now, 1 would be like, yeah, I guess that would work, and 4 would be like, that is a stroke of genius. So, let us discuss the battle plan. Angus McBryde is all ears. You, sir, you said you've taken an Ugak spear to the face. You're familiar with their tactics. Do you have any plans?
Don't get stabbed, I think, is the best one I can come up with.
Don't get stabbed. That's a -1 to battle plan. That's
Well, do we know how many of them are in there, and
30.
can we get like an overview? Is if I like got in the tree and actually got their placement and exactly where they're at and how we should attack, or
Yeah, now, you're suggesting that one of you, climb one of the trees in the area to get a vantage point over the wall. How would you communicate your information then, thusly? Would you shout it down at them? Because I think the element of surprise or whatnot might be diminished. What would the...
correct?
Not that that matters after the first round, but, you know. Line of sight is a good idea.
I could get a more accurate count. Show my fingers. How many actually are there.
Mm-hmm.
Left hand is the tens, and right hand will be single digits.
Oh Lord!
And then once I got that, I can.
It's too convoluted.
To different directions of the fortress, and how many are in that section.
I will add 1 to a battle plan for you climbing the tree and getting an accurate count. Now that isn't the entirety of it now. I mean, is that the whole plan, or are we just going to let him get the information and then do nothing with it, rest of everyone?
Well,
I just,
it appears to me
show the
that
points or find
from where we're standing now,
with.
that there might be multiple ways to enter this encampment, one from the north and one from the south side there. So I suggest we perform a sort of a pincer attack, if you will.
Hit both fronts at the same time, yeah?
Yes.
Whatever direction Lucius Drake goes with, he will be using his ice walls to provide cover as they approach to prevent any visualization by the Ugak or their primitive bows, if they have any.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Lucius, aren't you able to freeze ground and make it difficult terrain? I think you're muted.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you're... What? Oh, I heard you.
Oh, hello?
There you are. Yep.
Hello?
Now
That's
we hear
odd.
you.
Hold on. Okay, yes. I can make it very difficult for them to walk. I can make it, I can make the terrain rather slippery, or I could create walls to funnel them in or for us to hide behind. Either way, you tell me what I need to do and I'll do it.
So additional cover, a vantage point, and then a 2-prong attack, one with cover or one without, or would we change the idea on that and lead one strong assault behind the... Because I do believe he can also conditionally make it difficult terrain.
I don't think Jonas was there last time you used your walls, so he's not really familiar with the specifics of them. Could you give just everybody in general like a breakdown of what you can do with your walls?
Yeah.
Let's see.
10 feet high, 30 to 40 feet long.
That's the barrier power.
Correct. So 10 foot tall. Basically, no. Yeah.
It's
10 yards long.
It's 6
in
feet.
1 yard high, and then I can double that if need be.
Well, it's 1 inch, which is 2 yards, 6 feet tall. Because each one of these squares is 6 feet. We do 5 feet because we're American and we hate all things that make sense in systems of measurement. But they and then 10 yards, which is 2 squares wide, 1 square tall.
And he has the ability to double it in
Yeah.
size if need be for more power points.
And hardness,
Also, make it harder. I also can use my power. Well, he can use his power to speed up people. So not just make them slower. He could also make our folks faster.
At any rate,
it opaque?
Yeah.
So
and it's opaque, and it has hardness 10,
Right.
So it would be relatively difficult for them to break through with their Ugak spears. Assuming they don't summon a walking god back there or something, but, you know.
One of the things I can help you with is deflection.
Is what?
Part of that deflection.
Oh yeah.
I can one of the modifiers I can do is shroud. So it
That's
creates slightly obscures the people approaching, so it should help us really get the
Oh, thank you,
sneak
Savage
on
Rob.
plus it. So, but also help with armor, and when they throw those spears, they're probably not going to be hitting you.
Fantastic. So it sounds like we've decided on shroud, barrier, one assault. With that, confusing, right? They're going to be slipping around. You're going to have additional cover. I would give you guys a +3 on your battle plan, evening the dice rolls between Angus with the battle plan and the Ugok Shaman, his superior numbers and fortification. Sound fair?
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
So, before we get to the battle roll, right, there are characters in mass battles. Now, should you guys decide that you want to directly contribute, right, you can add another one to this battle roll by describing some heroic action that you personally are taking within the thing, right? Now, doing so gives you a level of fatigue from bumps and bruises, so it's not the kind of thing you do every round, right? It's something that you do to be clutch, right? To pull out at the moment, right? Maybe to get a strong offensive in the beginning, right? With a raise, you don't get the fatigue, right? And you roll on the battle results table, which is great, right? And you can choose to use the battle result or change the +1 dice roll to a +2, which is savage as well. But if you fail, right, you take a wound. No, nothing's added to the battle roll. And if you critically fail, you still get to roll on the battle effects table because you still, you got critically failing doing something heroic, but then it's 1d4 wounds, which, as we all know, can be an instant in cap. So, there are some consequences to deciding whether or not you are going to leap out single-handedly into the fray of a mass battle and, swing your sword in giant arcs or whatever it is you're doing in this cinematic, the clouds break and the rays fly down on you as you toss an Ugak over your shoulder and throw his spear into another, that's what the character intervention is for. So bear that in mind. Right now...
It's a D4 plus 1 wounds for a critical fail. So you could just instant die.
Yeah, you could incap. You're going to get wounded regardless, but you could definitely instant die. Fortunately, doesn't explode. So, 92 wounds! We've seen that D4 do some shit.
If you get a raise, you suffer no bumps and bruises.
No, you don't even get the fatigue. Yeah, if you raise out, you get the battle effect and nothing. So it's a gamble, right? But additionally, and this might be a house rule, right? You need to really paint the scene of what you're doing out there on the battlefield, surrounded by these guys slavering and howling. The drums are going in the background, their fires are raging, you're dodging spear. I mean, I need to feel it, It's your moment to shine as a storyteller. Because it can be whatever the fuck you describe, Frank. I mean, really, honestly, any skill that you think could be applicable and described thusly to assist in the battle. It's so open-ended. I love this aspect of it specifically. I like the whole system. It's a little convoluted when you describe it the first time, but after you've gone through it, it's so quick. So
I have a question for you before we start, if I can.
Yeah, by all means.
Are we assuming that the Ugaks at this point don't know that we're there?
Yeah, they're kind of middling about, right? They're doing their Ugak rituals, eating their foul Ugak meals,
Okay, so I was just looking over my skills and stuff to try and figure out what my personal plan of attack is. And I have an edge that I actually haven't used yet.
Uh-oh.
And that edge is MacGyver.
Yes, sir.
Reading it, it's intended, I think, to be used during, in the middle of a combat.
Yep.
But given the nature of MacGyver, I'm wondering if I can sort of pre-battle, now that we've sort of strategized and figure out what we want to do, if I can rig up or just sort of stealthily in the jungle gather together some fallen uh, logs or whatever I can find to sort of make like an Ewok type of contraption that when
You
the
want 2
Ugaks
logs
come
to
rushing
smash
out of their
together?
camp at us, that or smash together, or just send a bunch of them like tumbling down and like
Right, the spiked
and
log. Man, I
Yeah.
haven't thought about MacGyver in relation to this. I don't really have a good reason why it wouldn't be applicable, though. I mean, it makes sense. It is meant to be used in the moment of combat, but like, let's see here. Yeah,
So
Yeah, give me the
looking at it,
repair
I need
roll.
to make a repair roll.
Yep.
Okay.
And this will you won't be able to perform any heroic action on this first round as a result of MacGyvering, because it does take one
Sure.
round. But yeah, certainly.
Well, I figured Jonas would be the one, pulling the cord or whatever.
So if we use this is your impact on the battle roll for the first round, you have granted a +1 then to the battle roll, giving him a d6 +4, but you have taken a level of fatigue from hurrying off and rigging up your Ewok trap. Especially on that
Sure,
walrus tusk leg, and you're just hobbling off
Not so easy.
with your stump leg and one eye into the night jungle, be like, I'll be back. Send them this way. All right, so level of fatigue there. But +1 to the roll. Does anyone else want to attempt to use one of their skills to shift the odds of battle, given that they're in your favor currently? +1.
Not yet.
Not yet? All right.
Yeah, not yet. Saving it.
So we will start with Angus McBride's battle. Battle at a +4. Oh, and he was supposed to have a d6 there. Let me actually... I lied. He has a d4 battle. Y'all are fucked. No, all right.
Are we able to Benny these battle rolls?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. Yeah, I mean, your personal rolls for sure. Angus McBride's battle roll, no.
Okay.
No, not unless you have the edge that allows you to confer a Benny onto another individual.
Okay.
Which I forget. It's a common bond, I think.
Yeah, I used to have it.
Yeah, but then life treated you
Yeah.
like shit, and you said, "No, fuck all y'all." Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
So if we let Jonas do it, we could Benny.
He could
his.
Benny it, but you would still need common bond to give him a Benny. But Angus does have the D6, so you'd be trading the ability to blow through all of Jonas's Bennies for 2 on the roll, and you'd be rolling this one numerically at a -1 then. Although on a D4 now there's a 25% chance to it explode, as opposed to, so the math gets real fucky. That's part of what I like about this. You can't game it like you can a D20. Unless you get real good at percentages, which I am not, so. Alright. Here we go. Angus McBride's battle roll. Ooh, hot trash, Angus McBride. 7. That's with the +4.
Yeah, not great.
Not great, Angus. Not great. And the Ugak's D12 battle. No. +3 for him, due to his fortifications and superior numbers. Oh, 7! Oh!
Ooh.
So, we have tied off. Forces clash together. Right? The battle is fierce. Spears flying, shots going off. The musket smoke fills the air, that cordite smell. All right, you hear the wails of the fallen on both sides. Men screaming gutturally in dark tongues, right? I mean, it's a whole battle. And so, since we have tied out, it means that both sides now lose a force token. Equal fighting. Ting, 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 back and forth. Nothing lost, nothing gained, with the exception now of morale. So, since both sides have lost a force token, right? And this is 2 hours of hard fighting. It's we're gonna knock this down to 20 minutes. 30. This is supposed to be thousands of troops, but 30 is plenty. So, we have both lost a force token, so we will remove 1 from the battlefield on both sides. And we will have to now roll opposing spirit rolls, right? And this is done by the leaders, right? It is the Red Man's spirit versus Angus McBryde's spirit, right? And there are some modifiers, right? So each has lost 1 force token, so -1 to both spirit rolls automatically, right? Neither army is mostly made up of undead and or fearless troops, so that's not a problem. And one army is within the fortifications or prepared positions, right? They have the wall, they have the fort, they have the, the barricades, all of it set up there, right? So they have a +2, which means they will be rolling their spirit at a +1 versus your -1. Well, Angus McBryde's -1. They both have a D8 spirit conveniently. So there we go. Angus McBride spirit first. Huzzah! Ugak Shaman.
Good job, Angus.
Ooh.
Huzzah! They both, it's evened out. So nobody has lost the
But
morale.
there's a trait roll.
Nobody, I know. It's a spirit trait roll. It doesn't, persuasion, magic, and stealth. Persuasion, magic, and stealth.
Yeah, I'm clear.
But, so, equal fighting is what that means. Despite being outnumbered and them being in a fortified position, you guys held your own and you gave as good as you got for the first round of combat. And we are on now to the second of our battle rolls until one side routs or, there's a clear victory. So same process as before. The math is still identical base, right? Because they still outnumber you by the same amount, right? So we can then decide whether or not we are going to contribute dramatically to the, clear and effective battle plan or individual heroic actions.
So I think Jonas's first round goes towards pulling off this
The Ewok.
this stunt, right?
But this is second round now. That was the first round, last round. So you're free
okay.
to act again this round. Nobody else chose to do anything. So you were the only one that went out and was like, aha! But we can roll that dice at the same as last time, or you guys can come up with something to modify. It's all up to you.
Okay. As the heroic action for Bill, he really sees that giant statue. How tall is that statue?
Oh, probably 60 feet.
Okay, good. He's wanting to use his grappling hook and attach it to one of the wings and use it as only a rope monkey could and swing through the crowd, battling with his rapier, attacking, swinging off.
Yeah, arrow flint, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, so grappling
Absolutely.
hook catches the thing. You're running along the wall, pulling yourself to get enough height up the rope, leap off the top of the wall, cutlass out at the ready, just sliding through them. Yeah, I am feeling it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let's get the climbing roll. And that will be modified, of course, by your rope monkeyness due to your special rope monkey edge. That makes you the rope monkeyest.
Why is there no climbing on my skills?
You totally have. Oh, because fuck, we
athletics.
are using
It's
suede. It's athletics. I'm ridiculous.
Okay.
We started in Swex and now we use suede. Even though there still isn't like an official suede version of 50 Fathoms on their website, just in Fantasy Grounds, it weirds me out. It weirds me out.
I am not sure. No, there's no bonus to.
Oh, I thought it gave you like a.
There's a +2 to fighting while attacking like that. So if you want to give me that +2,
yeah,
that's...
take the +2 there.
Okay. Because I guess I am fighting with.
Yeah, you are. I think predominantly what you've described is athletics over the fighting, though, because the fighting's just holding the sword out pretty much. It's the holding the rope in your teeth as you pirouette around, Yeah, all right. Success not with a raise, so close.
Yep.
But he will take a level of fatigue, and you have contributed 1 to the roll with your daring do, slicing down Redmen left and right. Anybody else going for some daring do?
Yeah, I think having sprung his trap, Jonas has a bit of a vendetta against the Red Men just in general.
Yeah.
He's seen a lot of carnage at their hands, and not the least of which was his eye. So I think Jonas is just going to go and just try and just straight up like one-on-one just whack one of them off. I'm looking for like a
Do what? What?
You're gonna whack him off,
that
huh?
did not.
Just gonna go up there and beat him off. Just grab a couple of handfuls and just really milk the situation.
Like move,
I mean, we did discuss way back at the beginning how pendulous they were.
Yeah, it would make them, probably distracted and vulnerable. I mean,
What are you doing?
At least the latter, they'd be like, I have strange feelings I need to process now. Yeah. No, so you're just gonna run in and just start swinging the sword?
Well, yeah, specifically, I'm looking to decapitate one of them.
Oh, you want to take one of their heads off? Okay. Yeah, just a standard fighting.
I'm planning on using that later.
Oh, you need the head. Wait, now, so you can beat them off? Is this going to be some kind of weird oral thing?
Let's just go with a fighting roll for now.
All right, just fighting roll. Oh, so we're going to leave the mystery. I got you.
Yeah. Oh, not good enough. Hang on, I'm going to Benny that.
Yeah, fatigued from that Ewok trap earlier.
Oh, that's even worse. Okay.
Elon saved your ass.
Another Benny coming in hot.
Why? You got 4.
Oh, I guess I got the 4.
Maybe you should have whacked them off.
Yeah, no, you should have gone with the first plan.
It was a pass-fail here.
Yeah, you got that Elon, you magnificent bat. I hate Elon so much, but players love it.
Good.
All right, so that is a single success. Unfortunately, you are tuckered out now, Jonas. That is 2 levels of bumps and bruises.
Bring it on.
But we have taken that up to a +2. Just
Here's
standard,
question.
yeah.
Is that my, have I hit the limit, or if I take another one, I'm incapacitated?
If you take another one, you're incapacitated.
Great. Okay.
Excellent. So, with the things established, does anybody have any kind of general battle plan they would like to try and add to the narrative flair with? Or we're just solid as is?
Cora goes over to Lucius. You do walls.
I do.
A modified wall. Have me be at one end of it, and it be a higher end, and then have it slope down, and then come back up again, and aim it at the red men.
All right.
You want to
And
slide?
leave the rest to me.
Cartoonist wants to slide.
With a ramp at the end.
He wants, he wants the Iceman into battle.
I was saving that for me, but okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it later.
Your
I was
pathetic
waiting
feet
for the right
wouldn't be
moment.
able to balance you. You would need at least 6 tentacles for toes.
All right. So make a ramp is what you're saying.
Well, it's in so many words.
So that would be
Very well.
both y'all would be contributing heroically to this round. Then he would be doing it with his spell casting, and you would be doing it with your ramp riding skills.
Let's do it.
Because that's less
Alright, so we
plan
still
for the
need-
troops and more into. Oh, geez, here we go.
Yes.
Boom, Cartoonist.
Spellcasting?
That's
Okay.
+2, and wonderful,
Hey.
wonderful. There are the raises. That's what we've been looking for this whole time. So,
No fatigue.
no fatigue. And would you like either of you get to pick now, to either roll on the battle effects table or add +2 to the battle roll.
I want to roll on the table. Of course,
Yeah.
let the dice decide. All right, I'll go first.
There you go, friends. Oh,
Did
it's
I roll
already in there.
twice?
Boom. Yeah, roll one more
I
time.
did. Take the first.
La la
Oh,
la
okay.
la la la. There we go. Boom. Just +2 to the commander's battle roll as usual.
Beautiful.
The fighter's fury
Ooh.
terrorizes the foe. The enemy
that's
commander subtracts 2 from his spirit roll if forced to test morale this round. So, if they lose a force token, Koratuna's flying over the wall and just being a whirling mass of writhing tentacles and death is certainly enough to unnerve even the steeliest of Ugak's savages. So, with that going, here we are. Let's see what happens. So, +2. That means that's a +3. Oh, man. Quite the advantage this time, rolling on a 5 versus the 3. There we go, Angus McBryde up first. Ooh, solid!
Yes.
Dynamite, Angus. You
That's what I'm talking
guys
about.
are looking pretty this round. +3 for the red man, let's see. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Oh,
Oh, disgusting! Oh, the humanity! Oh,
Well,
God!
it's not with the wave.
foolishness.
It is not. So.
Terrible.
Oh boy, guys.
Wait. You rolled spirit. You didn't roll battle.
Oh, I did. Hey, look at that. There you go.
Oh, solid knock.
Well plotted. You saved the day.
Beautiful.
As he rolls like 92 here. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Yay! Well spotted. No, seriously, Skipper. You probably just you saved the day. You saved the day there,
Give
man.
that man a Benny.
Yeah. No, actually, yeah. Take a penny for that. Yeah, that's.
It's not like it wasn't the same exact die that got rolled.
Right. Still, it counts because
Wrong
it
button.
has to be the right button. Otherwise, it doesn't
That's
count.
right.
All right, so you guys have won with a raise this time, 4 over them. So congratulations. That means they lose 2 force tokens. Uh-oh, is Porter frozen? He looks pretty frozen.
Oh, he's freaking out.
Yeah, he's,
You're in the
like the
freaking
bottom
out.
half of his face is just quivering, and the top half of him is all
It's a
digital.
little weird.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it.
I mean, it should fix itself at some point.
So, Koratunis really clutched there, terrorizing the foes. So, that isn't normal at all, Savage Rob. No, ain't Christian.
What
But
you don't know is that was him doing that.
it was
that-
just
that
old,
was not
not a digital glitch. Yeah, it's just
I
the
just
way
got
it
a really
works.
weird face.
I mean, yeah, but all right. So, they have lost 2 force tokens, or 3 force tokens total, so that's a -3 to their morale, right? They're still within a fortified or prepared position, so that's a +2, but we negate that with the terrorization factor, right? And they are at a -3 on their morale roll currently. Now, if they fail the morale roll, well, we'll get there. They're going to fail eventually. So, here we are, -3. Not today. Jesus.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, no, so, there is no, he pokes him in the butt with his spear, he taps his staff, the thunders a little, they get scared back into it, and it is on again. But now, the math is starting to look a little better, isn't it? Here we got 1, 2, 3, 7, and 7. We are evened out on the force tokens. No modifier in their advantage any longer, aside from the standard. You know, they're in a fortification, so they get +1 for that. But not numbers anymore. So, would anybody like to heroically contribute to the fight this round?
Now that Coratunis is within the walls,
In the thick of it.
the shaman, if they are visible, he'll begin to hack his way towards in an effort to cut the snake off at the head.
Yeah, that tracks. Sounds like a standard fighting.
Oh God, I hope I don't have a D12 in fighting.
Right? Oh no. Yeah, oh, your ancient kraken blade just hissing through the air. I like to imagine that it has little crenulations carved in it that make it scream when you swing it hard enough, but that's just my headcanon. I don't know.
Spear is being thrust at him, and he's just squirming around on them and around them.
Right, like a spear comes through and you're just tentacles out the way. Yeah, gross. Alright, so.
Lucius is going to do something as well.
That is definitely a raise. Battle table or +2 flat.
Battle table. Always battle table.
Let's see it.
Always.
All the time, always.
We'll continue
Again,
to terrorize them.
continues to terrorize the foes, slashing.
Lucius is going full Iceman. He's, trying to... Lucius is getting far above the crowd with his ice slide. As he goes over, he's shooting with his middle finger, his patented middle finger of doom, ice shards at people as he goes over top of them.
Yeah, I'm
shooting
feeling it.
Random ice shards, different ones.
Yeah, we're in an X-Men comic at this point. I mean,
exactly.
We got Deadpool, and we got Iceman. We got Spider-Man, and then we have Captain Porter. All right, man, spellcaster.
He's just the one civilian who's
Professor Porter.
Professor Porter. No. There you go. Success with the raise. I take it that's the battle effects, yeah?
It would work to put him in a wheelchair.
There we go.
Normal +2 to the battle result roll. How you feeling there, Rope Monkey? You got anything extra you want to contribute?
I do. I want to try to rescue, or at least untie. I don't know how the priest or the missionary is tied up, or
stealth is what you'd be saying there, to get around them and while they're distracted. Here, come with me.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was more like trying to want to go in full hog.
Well, I mean, you could try and fight your way to him, certainly. If you're trying to, on the sly untie him, though, that's different.
Oh, no. It was full on. I don't know how he was. It's like if he's got guards, I just totally. Yeah,
there's a couple. There's a guy off either side of him, of course, narratively. You'd have to fight your way through the two guards there. Ting, ting,
Yeah. Pulling a hey, you guys, sloth moment.
Mm-hmm. Little Leroy Jenkins, just a straight up.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dazzler. Yikes. Jubilee. Just.
You
hey
are
guys,
fighting.
Look. Colored lights. Oh, yeah, fighting. Single success. You managed to do it, but you take a level of fatigue.
I'll take it.
All right, boom. So, there is a +3 to his battle roll versus a +1 to their battle roll for their fortifications as it stands right now.
Before you roll, I'd like to contribute too.
Oh yeah. Now, Porter.
So Jonas is kind of he's kind of going a bit berserker here.
Okay.
He's feeling the bloodlust.
All right.
And very unlike him, but
you could very well feel it in the unconsciousnness here. Yeah.
Yeah, I very well could, which fits. Anyway, so I mentioned previously that I was looking to decapitate one of my foes.
Yes.
Jonas is going to lift up the head of the red man and sort of drench himself in the blood that's dripping off, and
is this
take
like a sexual
his
thing?
Other hand.
You're not going to whack him off again, are you?
Not at all. He's not.
With his other hand, he's gonna sort of like smear the blood across like his face, lips, and then like in across his shirt. And
I hope you have a Tide pen.
just sort of let out like as bestial of a roar as a human is capable of, and I'd like to roll intimidation.
Yeah, can we hear the bestial roar? I just want to hear Porter's.
Well, it's sort of a meow.
Yeah. Wah.
Meow.
Hooah! Baba Booey!
Roar. It kind of sounds like a bangarang.
Right. Mm-hmm. And the roofie. Oh! Yeah, all right. All right, intimidation, Captain Porter. I should give you this at a negative, because, I mean, you know, red men. Oh my God.
It's already.
You pull it off due to the fact that you're...
I'm going to re-roll that if I can, because I don't want to knock myself out.
All right, Benny it away.
Oh my God, that's gonna be hard.
Night, night.
No, I got one more, Benny.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah, why not?
Oof.
Night,
okay.
night.
I roar and then I fall asleep.
+4 to the roll. Yeah, I know. You're gonna win the battle, and you're gonna be like poking bodies to make sure they're dead, and you're gonna roll one over. It's gonna be on top of Porter, all bloodied and covered in guts, smiling. But all right, Captain Porter. Night, night. Both. Oh, well, it shouldn't automatically. You're not. You're not actually. You're. In cap from fatigue results in no injury roll table. But all right. Given that, +4 to +1 on the battle rolls. And Angus McBride's up first. Oh, that was trash, Angus. That was trash.
Wow, what a waste of a +4.
What a waste.
Have a +4?
Yeah, it's still one up there. So that is just a single success. We have not gotten it with a raise. The victor loses 1 force token, and the defeated lose 2. So you are now technically 1 up. The tide is slowly turning. The casualties have been heavy. They do fight fiercely. But now, the numbers are in your favor, completely negating the +1 from their meager fortification. It's really easy for me to envision the battle with this system, too, for some reason. The way it kind of ebbs and flows, right? The individual, you know, the glory and defeat. Benny for Jonas. It is too soon for him to run out. He's taking a nappy poo.
Thank you.
But, all right. So.
I forgot to mention I put on the ice skin, too, for the entire look.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just assumed when you said I went full Iceman that you were sheathed in ice and, you know.
Right.
Ice fingering dudes and just left and right.
But like the snowman era of Iceman, not the cool looking one.
Yeah.
It's
definitely Snowman Iceman.
Mm-hmm. No.
He's all puffy and powdery.
That's that's a relative down the line. Their last name is both Drake, Bobby Drake, Lucius Drake.
Right. Oh yeah.
No one caught that when I made him Lucius Drake.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I assumed it was a dragon reference because dragons are badass. But yeah.
Gotcha.
I was thinking like Francis Drake.
That's fair too. That tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You start with the base +1. Does anybody who is still conscious want to dramatically contribute to what I'm assuming is going to be the last round of this? I mean, they're gonna get oof.
Yeah, this time Lucius instead of the shard.
To add a
their morale. The morale, yeah.
Oh yeah. Shit! I'm sorry. Yeah, I totally forgot the morale step. I'm a silly bastard. Thank you. All right, so they have -1 for every force token they have lost thus far. Unfortunately, you guys lost a troop this round too, so you will be taking a morale tip as well. But I'm going to roll theirs first, because I get the feeling here that things are starting to get a little fucky for them. So, Their morale, they've lost 5 force tokens. They're at half their current force. So that's a -5. They're still within fortifications. That's a +2. So this morale roll is at a -3.
Plus Drew's.
Oh, thank you. Plus Drew
Yeah.
terrorized foes yet again. So -5.
7? -7? So they've
Four.
lost 5 tokens?
Then
They got
fortification
+2
bonus
fortification.
from the fortifications. And then the
Okay.
-2 again from your terrorize.
Alright.
Oh! You got a Benny? No, I'm not gonna let a Benny. I could. But
Nat
I'm not gonna.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was terrible.
Does that mean they flee? Oh, no. Yeah.
Well, we are getting there. So, he has rolled a 4. Oh, no. -5. He's rolled a -1 total. Yes, not a natural one. So, he has failed horrifically. And, not critically. So, they are in an orderly retreat. But they are fleeing. You have won the day. They weren't routed. You aren't going to kill them to a man. They're able to cover their positions as they disappear into the jungle. The leader makes it away, but they do not make it away with Father Gabriel. And you guys have cleared out an Ugak village, which is quite the feat.
Ooh.
Quite the feat indeed. Bunch of crude hide tents made out of a variety of creatures, occasionally human in appearance. You know, I don't think they tattoo pigs, you know. That's neither here nor there, though. The tent is filled with a giant meat and bone statue that he was slinging off of. The lake of blood in front of it that isn't one of those formal pools that they have, the mulak toes, as Christian Sunday referred to them, but it looks like they were trying to get one started here. The muddy banks are red with the blood. They dug out a pit and killed a bunch of things, trying to get one off. Not quite there, though. And Father Gabriel is quite happy to see you all. Quite relieved indeed. And I am going to need a notice roll from everybody as he confers with Angus McBryde.
Am I awake again?
Does somebody want to try and find Porter and wake him up?
Yeah. Start kicking around bodies.
Yeah, then you're awake. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a
Excellent.
little woozy.
Yes, he is. So Cortunus and Lucius, you notice Father Gabriel whisper something and pass a folded piece of parchment to Angus, who claps him firmly on the shoulder and turns around and says, "Ha ha! The game is afoot!"
What do you mean? This was only a rescue mission.
Indeed, but Father Gabriel has provided valuable intel that'll lead us to our quarry.
Out
What
at
intel
sea,
is that?
yes, the sea hags.
Yeah, well, eventually, my good man, but prior to that, we need to unlock the relics. Important tools with which we can use to discern the sea hag's true names.
Yes. Yes.
You don't happen to know any of them, do you, my good man? Because I don't. And it is said that you need to speak them to be able to battle them.
Maybe.
No, that'd be a common knowledge of like a -50, but yeah.
Can I like kind of off to the side take out the shrunken head out of my little bag there
close.
and ask
Just-
if
it
it knows
was.
the names?
It emphatically does not know one of the major plot arcs of 50 Fathoms. Yeah, no.
I like that kind of knowledge roll though.
Yeah. I mean, it was close. I was scared there for a second. It started rolling. I was like, oh. Well, guys, we'll be back with Interface 3.0, I guess.
You don't need to go into the woods anymore. We can just go straight to sea.
We're just done. Yeah, let's just solve that shit. All right. Where is it?
So, what's all these artifacts, and where Well, how will they tell us the names of the hags?
You see? He's got a map. Assuming it loads.
That is
But-
an amazing map.
There's the
That's something, isn't it?
Yes, you can see that we're right around here, he says, pointing in the bottom right corner of it. And we need to go over there.
Is there a point of reference, then?
Well, my understanding is that one of them is poisonous gas and lava, the other one is a cave filled with giant spiders, and the third one is some kind of a waterfall from the look of it.
Oh, I was thinking more like, which way does the sun set? Or perhaps...
I am not
Yes.
certain that the Ugaks are especially skilled at cartography.
It would appear not.
That being said, it should be easy enough to find. Why, look, there's a castle in clouds. I mean, just look up.
Is the
From
sky
what-
clear?
This guy's pretty
What
clear,
point
yeah.
should we look up? From the waterfall? Is that where we look up?
Allegedly, we need to gather the 3 pieces of the relic, which will reveal the location of the City of Gold, in which we will learn the true names of the sea hags and get wealth beyond measure.
The wealth
Don't get me
that matters
wrong.
is their names.
I'm
Well,
all
their
for
names,
wealth
of
beyond
course,
measure.
but would you not be better to battle the hags with a conscripted army in your service? With a City of Gold, man, you could play every Kiernan in the entirety of Charybdis to fight for you.
Or an
If
actual
you've an
dreadnought
army
that won't
conscripted,
go
we
down.
don't need gold. It's the whole force to fight thing. We tried that years ago against... Well, never mind. But yes. So
Did
we
you-
are...
Did you speak
somewhere
with Christian Sunday? He should have told you all about the City of Gold. Or did you
He had
dismiss him
some
out of hand
ideas.
because he had a stupid name?
No, I dismissed him out of hand in character because of his insane assumptions about who was the elder people. That is why I, Coratunis, dismissed Christian Fudge Sunday.
Oh, the fudge is silent.
The whole word.
Christian Sunday should have been able to tell you of the City of Gold. It's embedded in all of their legends. Look, look! He snaps his finger and one of his men trudged over with a heavy backpack. He pulls out this stone stela that was like cracked in half and kind of vaguely looks like a city on some clouds with rays coming down. See, it's clear as day!
Lucius
If the
pulls
city is on the
Cortunis
clouds,
aside.
How do we get to it?
Lucius pulls Cortunis on the side, says, "Look, I don't believe this lot on the stupid City of Gold, but it might have some info on the Ag's real names. Maybe we should go just for that alone."
That alone is why we are going. Although if it proves to be false, well, then they shall suffer.
We'll just kill them.
Well, I mean, it could be quick, or what? We're going with them just to get the names.
All right.
Seems like tossing someone into a volcano of poison is a good way to go.
Indeed, it should not be hard to find the poison volcano either, given the geothermal vents. Or are you guys
Jonas,
talking away from me?
Do you need to talk? Should you not be near the volcano of poison gas?
That's an excellent point, Johnny. City of
Step
Gold,
back
and
from
this
the
is the
ledge,
best
Jonas,
map
step
they
back
could
from the
provide.
ledge.
All that gold, and this is the best map they got.
What if the City of Gold is just the friends you make along the way?
City of Gold, but can't hire a cartographer.
The clouds are the good feelings you enjoy in each other's presence.
Right. The sense of pride and accomplishment from a journey well done.
The poison gas is just keep being around Garen Glute.
Right. I mean, facts. It's all allegorical.
Karen Glute's the giant head with the mouth.
The waterfall is just the ladies when they meet Lucius Drake.
Of course.
Or Garen Glute. I mean, he's not the only one here at that eel fixation. It's not like he started it.
He's all the X's.
It's a private club, but it ain't exclusive, if you know what I mean. So,
So, Mr. McBryde,
Indeed.
are we to assume then that all of these locations or on Torthcar, or that they are within this portion of the island? Because as I recall, we are the actual location of Torthcar is divided into two, and we are on the smaller part. It
We
seems
are
quite
indeed.
a large area to explore.
It is. But what, if not in the name of adventure, would we be doing, man?
Well,
Vengeance.
perhaps in the name of a good beverage, preferably with a strong alcohol content.
Back to Victoria, then.
Saving Charybdis might be another thing we could do.
Victoria might not be a good place to go back to. They are quite starving.
What do you mean, good man? Did you not arrive with...
Well, no. A giant shark destroyed our boat. We made it to shore, crossed the channel, hiked inland, found a river, abandoned settlement, abandoned boat leavings, and then hiked further in, found the palisaded fort area, and they are waiting for resupply. But there's a giant god shark destroying everything.
You were not the resupply?
No, they are dead as well.
No.
Oh dear.
We came on our own accord.
Well, they're eager lads, filled with pluck. I'm sure they'll make do. Victoria, nay, then we will travel westwardly. Towards... Well, I'm not entirely sure. I would say either the spider cave or the thermal vents, but... I have some intel that suggests they might be closer, and there are many waterfalls we would have to check.
The spider caves. Let me just roll a d6 here. 1 to 2 is the waterfall. 2 to 3, 4 is the thing. And then 5 to 6 is the the vents.
To the vents. I don't recall if we have Christian Sunday with us, so he is going to dramatically appear out of the brush. Christian Sunday, good to see you, my good man. Christian Sunday is going to look sternly around at the Ugak encampment, not really with a sense of loss for the dead Redmen around so much as missing the battle, being disappointed.
The piles of bodies.
Right, the piles and piles of decapitated bodies. Porter comes walking up, just drenched in blood. Just, nobody has a Tide pen.
It's rough.
Yeah, it's rough. Oh man, Sticky in the jungle and the bugs that shit would attract? Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
Oh man, nowhere to bathe up. Yeah, you have dysentery.
I didn't take the humidity into account. That's my bad.
And a porter right there, just dies of self-induced scaphism. All right. But, so, the thermal vents then. Was that what was decided?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
That's where
Excellent.
fate leads us.
Christian Sunday, my good man, could you tell us anything about the vents? And we will see what Christian Sunday knows about them vents. Oh, he can tell us a little. Yeah. It is said that it is the home of the snake god. The tribe that lives there communes with the fire.
Another god.
They commune with the fire.
This is a realm of many gods.
Usually they have the decency to stay out of the material plane.
Unless they are real.
Oh, our gods are real. They're still assholes. Like, you got a better insult there, Christian?
I don't care too much for any religion's gods, if we're being honest, and no offense, my good Christian Sunday. But it's been my experience that if they can manifest in the material plane, that they can be killed, with perhaps the exception of that gigantic shark thing. That was unreasonable. Let's just go get there. We'll kill it, take the relic, and be done with it. How do we get there?
If it is where I think, it will be 2 days' travel through the jungle. We will need supplies for the journey.
Well, I can't imagine they got supplies here.
your leftovers around here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you guys can definitely take some of the totally well-prepared and preserved Ugak food that you guys have acclimated to consuming and bring it with you, should you like to. You know,
Beautiful.
I'm sure it's all cassava root and, like just steamed masa and bamboo leaves. It's not totally like fermented entrails and fish paste or whatever.
Oh, fish paste. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, fish paste, yeah.
Speaking my language.
Whatever he can get his hands on. I've had worse.
He was in the British Navy. Yes,
It's facts, actually. You're like, yeah, that's good. Oh, slop. Yes, sir.
And if we can kill a snake guy, that snake is pretty good eating. Just saying.
It is said that is over 200 feet long.
I know what else is long.
My patience with you, Lucius. My patience with
All
you.
this God talk.
Thank you,
All this
Moonblade.
God talk got me thinking about how great I am. I'm a living God amongst men. So let's go.
Do any of you
I
possess
slapped Lucius on the back for that.
heavy weapons?
Ancient and magical blades, but no.
Just between my pants.
Well, if you intend to fornicate with until it is dead, that will serve us well. Otherwise, you may find yourselves
Please tell me that's really its name.
It is literally 4 S's. The walking god. Yes.
Lucius Drake rolls to seduce.
Yeah, adventure card, love interest.
Exactly. My adventure card is prepared.
So we do have a legitimate
right? So
problem here, guys.
this is
It is a 200-foot long snake, making it gargantuan, right? That means that it is a 7-wound, heavy armor creature.
Easy. For Drake.
Now, unless you have a spell that you can modify to do heavy weapons damage, right? There is literally no way to injure this snake. Or if you, wheel a cannon through the jungle, I suppose, or, had some explosives. But heavy weapons are the only thing that is efficacious against heavy armor. And I'm warning you, because this is the first time that I have thrown a heavy armor conditional against you in an adversary. And I don't want everybody to, I swing my sword for 92 damage that doesn't do heavy weapons damage. So it's to avoid people one-shotting tanks and shit,
Heavy weapons damage.
Yep.
I have.
Yes, you can. I know specifically you can modify a couple of your spells to do heavy weapons. But having one person that can deal damage against a gargantuan creature, again with the 7 wounds, and I'm not going to tell you its AC, but
It's not just one person.
Right.
It's Lucius Drake.
Oh, it's Lucius motherfucking Drake. Yeah. I want you to lean into the Bill the Butcher from The Boys, really over the top. I think it's fucking ludicrous that he's British and that's still the voice he's using. Come on. I love it. Oh, yeah. All right.
So, this is going to sound crazy, but I had a dream the other night where all of us went inside a giant snake and managed to blow it up from the inside and then shot out of its anus.
I love the fact that Porter has several adorable children that interrupt him frequently, especially when he's talking about exploding snakes from the inside and shooting out their anus.
That was a bad one.
That was lovely.
Daddy, what are you talking about?
That was wonderful. So, now, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but it is technically an option to attempt to get swallowed alive by said 200-foot long snake and then attack it from the inside where it doesn't have heavy armor. That is technically something that can be accomplished. The problem being right, that the snake has to swallow you whole. And how that would function is we do an attack roll, right? And if it successfully, hit and wounded you, right, then we roll like a d6 and you'd have 50-50 on whether you went right down the gullet or you caught a fang and you take the actual damage.
Called shot on the teeth, knock its fangs out.
Knock its fangs out. Now, that's interesting because their fangs, right, if it's a 200-foot-long snake, is about a man's torso. So it's a called shot for a man's torso. It's not like, 200-foot-long snake with giant tooth, so that's still a -6 or whatever because I'm hitting the tooth. No, it's relative scale, right? If it's a man-sized tooth, it's uncalled shot tooth. Unfortunately, still heavy weapons. You could blow its teeth out potentially with your spell and then hope it gums you guys to death. I mean, that could happen. And this is all under the assumption that you guys are just going to be wandering along and it's just going to be 200-foot-long snake by itself. Like, there's nobody going to be worshiping it or, doing anything like that, so.
All right, Lucius, here's what we do, okay? Our plan centers around you. You cover yourself in ice so that you don't die when it swallows you. And then once you're well inside,
you give it an ice cream
ice
headache.
wall crossways across the short side of its body so that your wall, cuts it in half.
That's not how barrier works, but it is excellent. I can just manifest barrier in the middle of people would make barrier much more badass. Oh my god.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the barrier would at least just fill its gullet so it couldn't breathe any longer.
Well, it couldn't swallow it. You could lodge yourself in your throat with it, yes. But again, that is also after allowing yourself to be swallowed by a 200-foot-long...
I absolutely love that plan, except the part where I get swallowed. Everything else...
Oh, come on, Lucius. You don't like being swallowed.
It's usually... Well, okay, yeah. How about you just let me shoot it? It'll be easy.
Can we?
Well, if it comes to that,
when we get there,
I'll be
can
more
we
than happy
sort
to
of
do
see
it.
if there's like some terrain or something we can use to our benefit?
Certainly, yeah. I mean, I'll give you one. Here. Here's what your scouting reveals.
Christian Sunday draws us a nice little map.
He's a cartographer. I mean, look at that shit, right? I mean, boom.
Wow, beautiful.
An unpleasant place.
Very unpleasant place.
Well, I imagine it doesn't like the lava.
Imagine a lot of things about 200-foot-long mythical snakes.
Bad, man.
Well, all snakes are cold-blooded, right? So, they hate the cold.
Right.
That
Might be why he hangs around all the geothermal vents, if I had to guess, but...
Right.
Putting a big ice cube in his mouth down his gullet.
Well,
what you could do,
go.
you put giant ice cubes in the lava, right, so that the area cools down, and then he moves slow, and you can attack him. See? Boom.
He gets stuck.
Hey.
No, that's...
lava
come on.
becomes earth.
We could...
And I'm going to throw this out here as
one of
well.
us runs down the mountain and get it away.
Christian Sunday says, I do not believe the spiders have heavy armor.
We'll get them next.
Yeah, all right. I'm just tossing that out there, gang.
The snake is a warm-up for me. And then we'll go kill the spiders.
Well,
Yeah, you start big.
may have some type of or something that hurt the snake with.
Something that hurt snake good? Is that what you just said? Did you just say the sentence, do we have something that hurts snake good? Because that's what I heard, and I want to make sure.
Me hurt snake good.
No. No.
No, okay, I was just... I heard...
Just
Maybe.
perhaps
I don't know.
that the Ugak that's worshipping the spiders are hoarding a weapon that could injure the giant snake, or perhaps the Ugak near the waterfalls, or if we go in order, they will each have an item that could harm one of the others.
What? That would not make sense from a perspective of gods. That would be some kind of game mechanic thing. That would not at all be something that would realistically be presented in the wilds of Torath Ka.
So that a realistic foe that we could, at this current moment, handle would be presented, and then we would just move in order from there in increasing difficulty.
Well, now, technically, The Legend of Zelda allows you to approach whatever dungeon you want first, and you have to figure out yourself which one leads to the next. Or you could use the Mega Man boss analogy as well, says Christian Sunday. Where you need the Wind Cutter to take down Iceman, and then the Ice Zone to... Yeah.
Look, I once saw a man charm a snake in London with a flute. Any of you lot play a flute?
Now I'm hitting the vape. Holy shit. take a penny for the snake charmers. Yeah, it's Indian bloke, right? A little flute. A little straw basket. We just get a flute. As Lucius gets devoured.
It works for Mothra, okay? It worked for Mothra.
It totally did work for Mothra, though. I have the mental image of you now playing a flute in front of this giant snake as its hood flares out and it reveals its man-sized fangs. Does that Jurassic Park toilet scene with you, you know?
Exactly.
But yeah.
We need not rush into this.
Fine, whatever.
Unprepared. If
We can go
if
smash
Easter
fire.
here is suggesting that there are more suitable creatures guarding an artifact that we require, we should take them out first, and then the patient hunter proceed forward from there.
Fine.
Will be
that I want
swallowed by
to-
a giant snake one day.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen, right?
All right. Fair enough.
But today is not that day.
Excellent. So, you guys are going to make the day's trip. Well, actually, tracking, survival, who has?
I think
I've got
Lucius
survival.
has survival.
Excellent.
Lucius has
Count
survival.
Porter. Whoever
Yeah,
has the
Lucius has.
highest survival, why don't you lead, though? Let's see how many days of rations we...
I got
I've got
4.
6.
Oh, there you go.
Brilliant.
I got the fatigue going though. My
Yeah,
bad.
you have one.
I'll,
You have one less now, so go ahead and roll it with
Oh,
just the
okay.
one. Oh, you too, Bill Harper. You've lost one from the day.
Still not great.
Still
I'll
not
use
great.
money for that.
We also, like on the way there, would like to use either my survival roll to like
Yep.
Oh, you can
You
assist now.
either assist, but it's like look out for ponds or other
Right.
bodies of water.
Oh yeah,
Better on the
yeah.
way there.
Mhm. No, you've been managing to get your dip on, given the frequent pools of,
Blood.
yeah, blood and stagnant bug larva infested water, leech filled water pools. You're like, yes, it's so muddy.
Mm.
But, so, success on the first day, thanks to Elon. And we will need one more day ration off everybody. We'll remove that fatigue. Even though, you guys are sleeping in the fucking jungle, the bugs, the humidity, the weird noise. Nobody's sleeping well, but again, kind of benevolent. Let it never be said I am not. And would you like to assist with the survival roll? Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yes,
we can do
absolutely.
a group roll. So,
No.
Coratunis to success,
There you go.
and we'll add a 1, which does
Oh.
not matter because Lucius. Well, now, so only one person can roll an assisting roll on main.
Oh, yeah.
So you
So that
were
don't count.
fortunate. Yeah, we'll make that. But you do get a really bad case of poison ivy from that critical failure on your survival roll when you pick the wrong leaf to wipe with. Yeah, it's all up in there.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah, jeez.
Well, boys,
Yeah.
not looking good. I
Nope.
didn't add the +1, so that's a 3.
And that's a failure. Wandering through the jungle, just kind of aimlessly looking for a cave. How we doing on rations, boys?
If we just did another one from that day, 7.
All right.
5. I've got 5.
I have 2.
Wonderful.
And,
Wonderful. Don't worry, spider meat's good. Good eating. Gelatinous and So
Look, in my defense, when I was wandering around trying to make my way after being marooned by Redbeard Rufus, I was on a deserted island. I wasn't in the middle of the jungle. Jeez.
that's true. That's true. Let's get another survival roll. Would somebody like to assist? We get the assisting roll first.
All right. Nope.
That is not a success, but not a critical failure. So yay! Not an assist, just your flat survival roll then. Right, Jonas?
There we go. Okay.
We have located the spider cave. At least we assume so. Because the tree canopies thin out and give way to strands of silk. The mummified remains of Ugak that have been entombed into, spider webbing and egg clutches that have broken over. It's dark and there's clearly the mouth of a cave with an eerie, green light emanating from within. And you swear, in between the rustling of the wind and the thick canopy, you hear the skittering of large insectile legs on hard rock surfaces. But we'll discover that when we come back from our mid-show break. Thanks for watching so far, everybody. We're going to take 10 minutes, stretch, pee, do our old man stuff. If you like what you see so far, hey, why don't you give the, a follow. And if you like it even more than that, why don't you subscribe? You don't have to use money to subscribe. You can use Bezos bucks, it turns out. That's right. If you have Amazon Prime, just use that. Do it for free. Poof. Wow, look at that. I get $2.50 for doing this from you then. And we continue to make the show better. It's all reinvested. It's a mad dash to be the best goddamn 50 Fathoms live stream on Tuesday nights in the time slot on Twitch featuring these 5 people that's ever existed.
It's true.
And I think by that metric, we're right there. We're 100%. We are number 1 in the whole fucking planet by that metric. So let's keep that in mind. Thank you for your support, and we'll be back. Keep watching, guys.
spiders.
Oh yeah, let's kill some spiders. And we are back. Thank you for sticking with us through our break. Let's get on to the more traditional, just straight up hack and slash dungeon diving aspect that my players know and love so much.
Or we could romance the spiders.
That's
You know,
true.
that's a
That's true.
possibility.
Love interest. Just
Yeah.
you guys find yourselves. Ooh, Moon Ripples. Thank you. Another for Jonas. Bringing you back up there.
Oh, shit. All right, sorry.
Thank you.
Getting ya all hot and bothered.
Yeah.
But you guys, canopy, the sun damples you as you enter the mouth of the cave and realize that the looming darkness in front of you isn't lit by any magical glowing crystal, but in fact a brazier growing with a foul green light that seems to pulse in a sickly, sinister fashion.
This looks promising.
Spider
It
webs
would look
abound.
promising for you, wouldn't it?
Well, I've only got one eye, so I mean I can't see very well anyway.
Yes.
These are
Well,
facts.
And I'm assuming at this point we are in the cave. We can no longer see the sky.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm sure, notices Bill's utter lack of excitement. His bounce gone.
Yep.
Gone.
Yeah, nowhere to really, get your swing on in here. The wind whistles a little in the mouth of the cave, but, sings a sad song of, separation. The further you go into the bowels.
You guys really need me in here? I can keep watch.
no, we need you with us, Bill.
Do you need the full party to fight the walking spider god?
Take up the rear if you need. Angus and I will be in the front.
Is that a dead spider right there in the middle of the cave?
Kind of looks
Thing's
like
huge.
it. Yep.
Huge.
Huge.
It could be just the shell of one.
Right, they molt.
You see this?
Certain
but you see that
arthropods in
snake?
the sea
I mean, you
shed
see
their
that
shell.
spider?
They could be
Oh, but
land
it's pretty big.
arthropods, like crabs.
Christian Sunday.
I've got a torch if we want to start lighting torches.
Oh,
clears
but lead
his
the
throat.
way.
Would you like to know of Skitaka?
Skawaka.
Is that the
You want me
spider
to
god?
lead?
Yes.
Then yes.
The Thaka clan revere Skitaka above all the other walking gods. They utilize its poison in their dark magics and rituals, much like other Ugak utilize the blood. I would take care to not be wounded by the bite of Skitaka, and to avoid as well being caught and ensnared in its webbing, as certainly it would reduce your combat efficacy.
So you're saying to defeat these people, we should avoid being hurt and then inflict as much hurt on them as necessary to kill them. So
Generally,
don't die.
if you
Make
do
them
Revolutionary.
if you do more damage to them than they'll do to you, chances are you will
Amazing.
come out on top.
Hmm.
It should be said that Skitaka is size +6, which will give him an additional wound. Boom, boom. So be
You will
prepared
have
for a
this written down in the
4-wound
Book of Christian Sunday.
spider god. Yeah, you're going to, so the Thaka clan, and here, a special brood of redmen that dig their poisons, worship the spider god Skitaka. I have a hard time with that one. Skitaka. And, you guys gotta worry about poisons and webs if you didn't think that was gonna be a feature in fighting a giant spider god.
So, Mr. Sunday, I have a question for you.
Indeed. It's actually Christian Sunday.
Oh, right. Yes, my bad. If we were to say theoretically murder this walking god just by chance, and then somehow find a way to harvest its poisonousness, do you think it would be useful against a giant snake?
I am not aware of the various interactions of venoms between the walking gods, but I would assume that they co-evolved as combatants against each other. And in this realm of giants, that perhaps one of the fangs from Skitaka could be used to inflict a mortal wound against... But that's purely conjecture, of course.
Or we could use it for another peg leg for you, Jonas.
That's true, or a third peg leg.
Now that would be great.
Oh, a cod piece.
You could envenomate gals at the same time as you pleased yourself. Since you're going to be pulling them off or whatever.
Whacking, get it right.
Whacking them off, thank you, yes. And then ejecting yourself from their anuses. But only when your children are in the room to hear. Your innocent Mormon children. I love it so much.
All of my questionable remarks for when they come.
All right. But, I mean, nothing can be done from the outside of this cave, certainly. I will take notice rolls.
I got nothing.
In addition to the sickly pulsing light, you hear the faint rhythm of tribal drums emanating from deeper within the cave system. Like they're having that rave from the Matrix.
You feel that?
It's so
The
multicultural.
drums. So ethnic. Like that one aisle in Kroger's.
That one aisle in Kroger. Where the spices cost 10% of the McCormick's.
Angus, you and I, shoulder to shoulder then. Let us move forward.
Indeed, he says, cocking his musket. Why does it have a slide? Bully, that's why.
Well, they had cordite earlier.
Right.
That shit was until the 1880s.
Well, I mean, it maybe a ship from the 1960s came here. Maybe they,
Yeah.
yeah.
Could have found it.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, a giant pool of blood, a freshly killed and not entirely drained horse, two large wrist-sized puncture wounds in its neck. It's got that kind of desiccated, like somebody put a silly straw in it and drank all its goo out. The drumming echoes off the cavern, appears to be coming from the northernly,
And in lower tones.
Now is when we become cautious, wary of our surroundings.
I'm going to ease forward, making sure that I'm not, touching any webs.
Right.
I don't know how they work, these land gossamers. I don't understand your weird land-based predators, but I don't want to touch them. They're icky.
You don't want to touch them, they're icky, and boy, why doesn't everybody, as they work their way past this first clump of webbing, is everybody making an effort to avoid all the webbing?
Yeah.
You know the role I'm looking for, guys. Acrobatics. No. You don't have to worry about getting ensnared, but unfortunately that's only one aspect of webs, isn't it? The other one is the twitching of prey alerting anything. So as we pass to where Coratunis is, if everybody would be kind enough to give me an athletics or agility roll, dealer's choice. Wonderful, wonderful. Bill Harper barely stepping over it, just like an invisible strand that was running. Whoop. But everybody makes it through and can now cross around to see the Ugak shaman. I said the Ugak, thank you. The Ugak shaman gesticulating wildly with his back turned to you as four other Ugak rhythmically stamp their spears into the ground.
Those idiots are trying to summon it.
Should I just wall it off and we go the other way?
that may alert them to our presence when a giant wall of ice suddenly appears behind them. That passage over there, though, is entirely encased in the webs.
Boom, boom, skitaka. Boom.
Well, if their backs are to us, I suppose we can just kill them right out.
Approach with stealth. Angus McBryde.
Indeed. What's that about stealth, my good man? Not precisely my strong suit.
If you could just... then...
I can't regulate the volume of my voice.
Were you exposed to gold as a child?
Yes.
No,
Part of the problem is his last name. His last name doesn't start with an A.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm human. I'm from Earth.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm a famous explorer. Ask Bill Harper about me. He read about me in the penny novels. I was actually lost on an expedition to find Solomon's city when I came to Charybdis. So in a way, perhaps I am still in pursuit of that goal. But this is not a very stealthy time for this stealthy conversation.
Speaking of stealth,
Mhm.
we're going to stealth around these webs as we approach the group here.
Yep.
And we're going to spend all our bennies doing this.
Yep.
Yes.
Benny,
As
Benny.
is tradition. Oh, there we go.
Aw, Benny, Benny. Yeah, you get the drop on whoever you want to hit. Oof.
I'm stealthy.
Oh, Lucius Drake. Nope, not on a critical failure, my
Oh,
friend.
that's
I'll
great.
give you that Benny back. But, yeah, so I am afraid that one critical failure negates everybody else's successes there. Lucius, in what way do you alert the red men? Oh, yeah, well, technically, yeah, I suppose. Technically, no,
That
but...
was great.
Right.
No.
Hey, I'm Lucius Drake and I've got the drop on you! Right? Yeah. That's fair. Attraction.
That's good.
Alright, so we're gonna roll up. Round one. Let's get Lucius Drake's up first. He can make amends.
That's a good one, Johnny.
Let's see.
Yeah, the red man's just bust ass. Lucius can't control himself.
1, 2. Oh my god, I'm trying to. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see.
Do you declare Thumb War?
Yes. Maybe I shouldn't have come that far.
Well, a little too late now, my gov.
Come on, move the cone.
You want Fantasy Grounds to perform a function? You've got to grab the one closest to you. There's the 3 dots that appear on it when you hover over it.
Yeah. But it's not even. There it goes, finally. I guess I'm only getting these 2. Alright, I'm gonna cone of cold. Those 2 guys. Those guys.
Excellent.
See, just regular, nothing special about it.
Cone of Cold lashing out, and remember spell points at this point as we are engaged in actual proper, god-honest combat. So let me see here. I'm pretty sure that's whoa. Now hold on
we
here.
got even a hit.
And we've got
Yeah,
that's
that's
a miss.
horrendous.
Bamf.
There you go.
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. What not, Jonas?
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I can even get to them because I'm slow now.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely cannot. You having that one leg is
Well, that's a melee attack. That's magic. Isn't
Oh.
that target 4?
all that should not. It's still doing that fucking parry thing. Fantasy Grounds is so broken, guys. Do not use it. Do not buy it. Do not spend any money on Fantasy Grounds in any of its iterative forms. It'll do nothing but frustrate you. It is not a good product, and it is not made by competent people. All right. Control click those two, Ugak. Let's see if this will function. Oh, Lucius. Yeah, and then roll your spellcasting. Well, that was target 4. That missed. You want Benny that?
Yeah.
Try that. We'll just have to control click to target spell since it's not. It won't drag. There you go. All right. Now. And again.
All of that. Yeah.
There you go. Took out one of them. Froze one of them solid there. Man, Fantasy Grounds. It just gets worse and worse, too, as they develop it. I don't understand it. I really want to be able to recommend their product. I can recommend Foundry. It's amazing. All right. Now, One-Eyed Jonas, you want to keep that pace roll or you want to try another one?
Might as well keep it.
All right.
It's a stupid move, but I'm just gonna get myself up there and probably gonna die in a second here.
Oh my god.
As I hobble up.
Nice enough to get the red man again.
Yeah, just, oh man.
No.
Oh man. Oh shit. Angus McBryde was actually up here with Fenflamir because they would have followed. Ha ha, bully! And he's going to, oh boy, give his movement. I'm pretty sure he's just standard pace. Yeah, alright. Put him up there. And he's going to try and take a musket shot at the shaman. Pow! And that hits. That one targeted correctly. That's not against parry. It's just... And it's not even consistent between, like, weapons and effects or anything. They just break one aspect of it every week. Rant over. It's not. It's never over. I spent almost $3,000 on Fantasy Grounds. For it to be so bad, it's really unacceptable. 2 wounds against Redman Shaman, who will attempt to use one of his bennies to soak. And he'll get one off. 1 wound to Redman Shaman, who is shaken. Cartoonist.
We're going to run just far enough and just fast enough to get up to the Red Man Shaman.
Yep.
There's multiples of them. So that's 2 action, multi-action penalty. Come down hard. Come down hard on this fanatic. Ancient blade against this fanatic skull.
Hit. Tried to bat it away with his spear. Was not successful. And was not successful in not eating potentially 2 wounds. Last Benny from the shaman going on the shake. He's going to pull 1 off. Wait.
That's
no, he's
3?
not. Never mind, because, yeah, he has the wound penalty. He's going to pull none off.
All right. And then we're going to frenzy because...
Because that's something that you do.
Oh, I didn't... That needs to have... never mind. I was like, that needs a -2 penalty, but...
You'll be fine.
It is what it is.
It has the multi-action on it already.
Oh,
you
okay.
mean... Yeah. It automatically applies it if you hit the run.
Oh, dear. No, I had to...
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Yeah, Hey,
You're gibbering.
he is not going to spend any Ojim and bennies to try and, soak that because it is a ludicrous display. and he falls down. I'm assuming in like 3 distinct pieces of that. La 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 la. Like you just like Juliana just slap chop him. I mean, what happened there?
Just closely shaved all the hair off his body, and he died from embarrassment.
Yeah, he just made him clean shaven, just silky smooth. Just
turns out they're blue under all the fur.
Oh no. Maybe. With that established, Bill Harper, give me a notice roll.
Here.
Oh, alertness just saved your ass there. There is a distinct skittering coming from, the up ahead to the left, right? But also, now, strangely, you're not sure if it's echoing oddly or not, but it also appears to be coming from the back. Yeah. Which is a weird development considering the, skitaka. But, oh, that's disgusting. He doesn't even need to run. Are you kidding me? That's the biggest pace I've ever seen.
Wow.
Pace 14.
Well, I mean, he is a spider.
Pace 14, though.
Whoa.
That'll get him there without a run die. Bill Harper, skittering, you turn around, and there is an elephant-sized spider on the ceiling, moving very stealthily towards you there.
How tall is the ceiling?
Yeah, 25 feet. 25 feet with elephant clearance, so probably like 35 feet up, because it's massive. It's
trying to see how far away it is if we're on the ground.
We don't calculate vertical different distances. No, we totally do. But yeah, and I mean it is clearly with great menace, menacingly, and let's see here, 10, 20, 40. Oh, Lord. All right, so...
It crit fails and kills itself.
It crit fails and kills itself. It angles its abdomen towards you and Flimir, and you can literally hear the sound of it as it jettisons out, right? There's just, a huge gout of sticky webbing. And this will be a shooting roll. Lord of mercy.
Lord of mercy.
And that's a hit. So you are now webbed, right? Now this isn't entangled or bound. This is a different, unique state, right? So you must cut or break your way free to move. Right? The web is tough 7, 2 to hit it, right? You can still fight while webbed. Can't move, but you can still fight, but all actions happen at a -4 while you are webbed. So ideally, what this means is next round you say, I declare a multi-action penalty. You attack the webs first, right? You need a 2 to hit it. You do more than 7 damage, you cut yourself free, and then you're free to run or act or do whatever. But you and Flimir are currently webbed.
And do we take a -4 for that action?
Yeah, you'll take a -4 for the shooting action or the fighting action to free yourself unless somebody cuts you free.
Oh no, step spider, I'm stuck.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Oh, step spider. Oh, I can't move. I can still struggle just enough, though. Oh, man. I hope 2020 ends soon. All right, Red Man Warrior 3 sees you take out his shaman and is going to come at you and attempts to, spear you. And we've all seen how that plays out at this point, so I'm assuming he's going to ace 32 times. No, your parry of, 13.
Oh, wait, it came within my reach.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I had your
Damn
first
it, Red
strike now.
Man.
Yeah. Ah! I am implacable in melee. At this point, Drew has definitely built probably the most badass melee character I've ever seen in Savage Worlds. His unique combination of attributes is really the ancient sword from the Kraken, like all of it. It comes together He did. He ran up, tried to hit you. He died for it. But Red Man Warrior number 4 knows you can only do that once in action until you have improved first strike. So he's
very much true.
He's gonna run up and spear you, he says. I'm gonna need a 13 on a D8!
Alright, I will counterattack.
Yes, you will.
Although I'm surprised you didn't just use their reach against me instead.
Well, don't you get the
get
advantage on reach, too? Don't you have the close fighting?
Yeah, I haven't turned that on yet.
Oh.
So I forgot to turn it on. It's not automatic. I have to turn it on.
I see.
But that's when I'm within their reach. So I can't counterattack with my sword if they're at spear length from me.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. That tracks. At any rate, he's dead as well.
Yes.
They're not really.
Oh,
They're
so
kind
that
of the
was
set
counterattack,
dressing,
that was
you know? They're the window frames here to the encounter.
2 elephant-sized spiders.
Right.
So far.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? This
It's
one's
nice
just
that
gonna.
there's 2 of them.
He's gonna stand one away and give you the old poke. Who say Ugek can't learn? Oh, it was so close. They're only half of what he needed.
No. He'll get there.
Right. But that's fine. Because, again. Bum. Oh, God. Captain Porter.
I
Can't
need a
order.
second leg.
Or
Or a
pace
fang
14. 1 second, there's no giant spider there. The next second, there's a giant spider there. He's gonna bite you.
There's more than one walking god.
Bring it on.
If you insist.
Hardly the most intimidating god I've ever killed. Or watched other people kill.
Right, I was gonna say, you might be romantically misremembering. Oh, fuck, don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on.
Yeah.
So, there's another issue with the bite, of course.
Is it poison?
It's poisoned, yeah.
Of course.
So, I need a vigor roll from you.
Absolutely.
Although he
I
should
saw
get
the
like a-
one, I got real scared.
Congratulations. If you fail a vigor roll to this poison, it causes instant paralysis for 2d6 hours. So,
Wow.
maybe try and avoid that. Just generally speaking. Now,
Yeah.
on to the wound potential. Are we Bennying that?
Soaking.
For the soak.
Yeah.
A side effect Jonas didn't anticipate was the horrifying erection that he has now.
It's true.
From the
It's true. Uh-huh. You're paralyzed, but I mean, you're like a toddler clutching an apple, you know?
It's been doing curls.
I've been doing. I'm so veiny! Vascular toddler! Alright, well, I don't know what's even happening at this point. Okay.
I can. That's all right, I think.
Yeah, no, that's one off. And another Benny from
Oh wait, no,
Ripples.
hang on. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh, trying it again here. Hey, look at that, 2 off.
Yeah, there you go.
Yay! So,
And I ignore the third
What? Why do you ignore the third?
because I have.
Edges.
I ignore the last remaining wound from my actions
He has an edge that
because the
he
nerves of
ignores
steel.
one wound from skill check or something like that. Trait rolls
Yeah,
or whatever.
What is it? I need to read. Is it? Which one is it?
Nerves of steel.
I am unfamiliar. Oh, no, so you ignore 1 wound point penalty. You still get the wound, but you don't take the penalty.
Yeah,
on
I mean
rolls.
when I'm taking action.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, you just ignore a wound? What? No. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, you'll have to add a +1 to manually compensate for the
Shrug
wound
it off.
penalty. But yeah. No, I was
your
like,
wound.
I just read literally every fucking edge in the book, and I do not remember the fuck this wound edge. Like, wound penalty, yes. Wound, no. All right, and yeah, that's fun. Bill Harper. So you are
I'm
wet.
going to spend a to try to web myself.
All right, so
Um,
that'll be a fighting roll at a -4. Fortunately, you only need a 2 to hit the webbing because it's an inanimate object. That is not a 2, but not a critical fail, so you can Benny.
Hold on, I did -2 or -4.
-4, yeah. Oh, there we go.
That'll work.
You have hacked yourself free
Wow.
and are no longer entangled, but remember your multi-action penalty should you decide to do whatever at this point.
Then I will. I want to move closer to just Lucius. Spider.
He's like, I know, I see
Hey.
it, right?
And I'm turn around, Spider. The other one yet, because I am solely looking at that, and I am going to cast deflection on.
Excellent. Pull up
Get the arms flip.
Yeah,
Let's
good.
see if I can. I'm gonna additional recipients +1. So the 4 of us are going to have deflection.
Wunderbar.
-2. The action.
Let's get that spellcasting roll and let's see how deflected we get.
Nope. I am.
Yikes.
I need that. That's what I need. All
There
right,
you
with a
go.
raise.
Bamf. With a raise. -4 to hit you guys because of the swirling winds that surroundeth thee. Oh, whoa! What the shit? That's a new one. Okay, Fantasy Grounds did not need to zoom out to Mars. Just wanted to drag the... Thank you. Bill Harper. Lucius Strike.
4, 5, 6 power. 6
Jonas.
power points.
And Cortunus. Bam. Alright, now, Fenflamir is going to notice himself all covered in webs and go, oh dear. And, attempt a spellcasting roll. Excellent. 1 minute, Fenflamir is standing there in the webs. The next second, the ground rumbles around him and appears to swallow him horrifically. Right? Everybody's like, whoa, what's happening here? Right? Giant spiders and cave swallowing. Right? And then the ceiling of the cave next to you guys opens up and he comes just bloop, bloop, deftly plopping out unwebbed. Because Burrow is badass. And nobody takes it because nobody's ever an Earth Mage. He dusts himself off and goes, that was most unpleasant. And round 2. Cortun is up first with the Joker.
We're going to move right there within... Yeah. What's the spidery's reach?
That is an excellent question. I think it's just standard. I don't think they have reach at all. Yeah, space 2, reach 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one reach. So yeah, they do have reach.
Oh, they do have reach. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let me.
One day.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. Let me triple check here. I need to actually. I think reach 1 is reach, but now I'm confusing myself, and I need an adult. Combat. No, okay, no reach. Yeah, everybody has reach 1. I was mistaken. They had to be right next to you.
Yep. Well, we're gonna just hack and hack.
Mm-hmm.
Old spider god who's taking out my Jonas.
I did sink those fangs into it. And since it's versus large, you get a bonus to hit it because it's much easier to hit something the size of an elephant than it is the size of a person. So you deftly strike the walking god Skitaka 2 and deal, air quotes, 2 wounds.
Air quotes.
He is going to... and wish he had heavy armor. Oh! No, he will not. He is going to eat those 2 wounds.
All right. And we're going to be Frenzian. Just a whirling machine of death.
Whack, hack, chopping that meat.
Ooh.
Oh!
What's a god to an unbeliever?
Grizzly!
It's from my ship.
Beautiful.
Grizzly!
I'm working off stuff in this cave.
Look at that. No soak.
Man, well, single soak there. And remember,
It was a
4 wound creatures, so he's not quite done yet, but still, you put in work there.
And we're not going to multi-action, so we're just...
Jonas, you are #unshook.
Of course I am. Okay, so let's see here. These guys are large size, right?
Gargantuan.
So they're gargantuan.
Oh, wait, let me see here. I might have been thinking the,
I think gargantuan was the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Large. Size +6. That's large. Yep. Size of elephants.
Well,
Size matters.
hang on, because large would be like a.
Your robot in there, large would be what now?
Oh, I was just looking at. I'm looking at the size and scale chart here.
Yeah,
So it says like hippo vehicles is like a +2. It's like a large size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is +6 on
So-
this guy's size and scale table.
Yeah. Large +2. When I hit it.
Yeah, it automatically tracks that in the modifiers.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then never mind. I was
It
gonna.
has to be +8 to be gargantuan.
Yeah, I was gonna use an edge here, or a adventure card, but I'm not gonna because it's not big enough.
Okay.
I have the get savage adventure card, so I can take any edge I want. But
Giant killer was
It's
what
not
you
big
were
enough for
thinking.
giant
Yeah.
killer.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely save that for the snake.
yeah. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to be emboldened by Coratunis's attacks, and I'm going to make a called shot to the joint of the leg nearest me. Hopefully, I can take out one of its legs.
Okay, yeah. -2 on that, which will be negated by the automatic size thing, but yeah. Called shot to hit the leg. Thank you, Senpai.
Oh, boo. Hang on. That's not going to fly.
There we go.
There's a hit with a
Alright.
raise.
Okay. Not awesome.
Not awesome. No, they are fairly tough, I'm afraid. That was garbage dice, though, on that damage. That was
Yeah,
trash.
1, 2,
1-2-2
2.
is not great. Red Man Warrior number 2. He's going to swing at it. Totally. I mean, this is with deflection on. Watch out. What's that, parry 92? No? Yeah. No.
Oh, he almost he almost got it, yeah.
What? What? And what?
He rolled a 13, so he almost got it.
I rolled a
but-
4.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Equals
No, your
13.
parry.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
no. Yeah, you're,
Well,
you were-
here's him dying.
Yeah.
Good night, sweet prince. No, he didn't die.
Ha ha!
Really
Take
did
that,
Wow.
you hubris. Bill Harper. Spiders ahead, spiders
he-
behind. Ah,
he
thank you.
sees the thing that manageable, and he's gonna go help Coratunis get that off of him.
Excellent.
Spiders.
Spiders. Stab, stab.
Stab, stab.
Excellent. You have struck Red Man. Your trademark rapier, Annabeth.
Only need to shake him.
Oh my god. I want to Benny that.
Yes, sir.
There it is. All right.
Whoop.
Much better
There
damage.
it is. Yes, you have wounded and slain the Red Man there. Wait, where? What? Oh, no, you hit Skitaka. What am I talking about there? Wait, no, you did damage against Skitaka there. Give me damage against the Red Man.
Must have rolled it on the wrong token.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Oh, come on.
Would have been better the other way around, but...
I'll use my last penny then.
All right.
I will kill something.
Nah, that was enough. That was a hard no on Bill Harper killing something here.
No. He's scared. He is literally scared.
Walking God remains. No, what the fuck he does? Oh, GM Benny. Remains shaking my ass. Get ready for another bite, Porter. Who wants to finish that meal? And deflection. Womp, womp, womp.
Rip.
Then Flamir's like, well, I would put on deflection, but everybody has deflection, so I'm going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Walking Gods, Kitaka, numero dos. Clutch.
Oh, come on.
Yep. Everybody webbed. It's Kitaka's web here.
Oh.
Wait, that's some pig.
We're super smart.
Alright. You definitely all did bunch up there, but yeah, so -4 to all.
No.
Can't move. No, I mean you're just your windshield is equally webbed. It's not an attack.
Sure, Lucius is gonna turn around and shoot some shards at
And a shard all over him.
Skitaka number 2.
Thank you.
Where I'm at. Okay, doing this. And let's see. I am going to increase. I'm gonna juice it up. Full damage. I think that's all I'm doing with it. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, here goes. Oh, I might want to roll it over them when I'm trying to attack.
And at -4, that is not a hit with a raise there.
I'm gonna Benny that. Let me add that -4 in, which I forgot to do. All right, let's try this again. Hoping for the best. Nope. We're gonna do it again. -4 again. Come on, rolls. It's my last one.
Oh my god.
Last time's the charm. I feel it.
That's rough on a D12. That's
Nope.
a hit. There's a no raise, but yeah.
Hold on, I forgot.
Thank you, Moon Ripples.
Damage is 3d6.
Yep.
Do I just roll an additional?
You can pick up the damage and then right click once.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. That rolled 4d6. We need 3.
Did it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Did I?
Oh, that might actually.
Right.
Did that double the amount of dice?
I showed 3 on my screen.
Yeah, you can see the math there. It shows 4, the 4d6.
Yeah, that does.
There we go. And of course.
All right. Do I want to? I feel like if I do, it's gonna be bad. Fuck it, you know what? I'm a gambler.
Lucius got it. Can do it.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. He definitely, menacingly, fangs rear up at Jonas, right, going in for that paralytic kill blow, and you just ice shard right down its gullet.
I sharded down his gullet.
If you sharded down his gullet. If a spider could convey the emotion of shock, that's what you imagine. That, the exact same expression it wore the whole time, but now it's a faintest hint of shock. Angus McBryde is going to attempt to extricate himself from the sticky webbing using his dagger. Does so handily. And he is going to position himself in a better defensive position to take aim against the giant spider behind him. Thank you, Senpai.
Thank you, Senpai. Thank you, Senpai.
Yeah. Notice me, Senpai. All right, Koratunis up first again. King this time.
Oh, only a king. That's so we're just gonna extricate ourselves from webbing, the spinning whirl of the sword.
Now you're going to do another action after this too.
Yeah, the frenzy.
Sure.
Right.
Some
Well,
attack
She got
in the
everybody
way.
out.
remember the multi-action penalty stacks too. But go ahead. That's fine.
No, so I attack the webbing,
Mm-hmm.
and then after I take the attack action, I frenzy, which is that's just another attack, no penalty.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna miss it anyway, but I'm gonna Benny that.
Damn red man.
I hope this is Big Boss.
These are baby bosses.
It's an underboss.
And
Okay.
you have slain Redman Warrior number 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're just gonna make our way one spider god to the next spider god until all the spider gods are gone.
Excellent. Angus McBride's up. He's gonna scooch himself over and take a shot with his musket at Skitaka.
Skitaka.
And hit. And unharmed. This tough 11 is fairly formidable. Jonas, you are webbed.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to break out. That's a fighting roll?
Yeah, you gotta cut yourself free. And if you're gonna do something afterwards, remember the first action's a multi-action, so. Fighting out, roll at a -4 for being webbed, and then it would be another -2 if you wanted to do something. But.
I missed that -4, so that's a no-go on that one. I'm actually not gonna Benny this one.
Okay.
Keep that last Benny in case I, fall into a pit or something.
Yeah. Skitaka is going to wander up, take his first strike. From Koratunis.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
Koratunis?
I was looking at the chat log. I'm like, did I fuck up my roll? Did I not take into account the -4? Like,
No, you did.
Okay.
Hit with a raise.
Nah, nothing.
Nothing.
Unfortunate.
2 1s.
Bite comes back.
Okay, that's it.
Equally nothing.
Nope. Counterattack. The ebb and thrust of a squid man fighting a giant spider. The fangs slashing, the tentacles tentacling, and a cut.
It's gotta be something to see.
A
It's
spectacle,
just the
certainly.
grossest thing.
Spend a GM Benny.
It's not the
on
most
him.
unnatural
Oh shit,
form
he
of
has 2.
combat
What
you
am I
can
doing?
imagine.
Yeah, alright. There it goes anyway. Poof. Yay. All right, and that is him. So, Lucius.
Same deal. I'm not gonna try to get out. I'm just gonna shoot from within.
All right, negative
he's-
4.
He's gonna ice shard on all over him, or at least try.
Never gets old. Hey.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, this one is juiced as well. Here we go. Come on. I'm gonna Benny that.
Yeah, I would.
Wait, no. Oh, shit. All right.
I ain't shaking. You know, it's could be worse. Could be 90 wounds.
Thank you, Moon Repose. Thank you very much.
Bill Harper.
I'm going to cut myself out of this again, but I am going to try to multi-action.
Okay.
Attack also. Negative 4 and multi-action. Roll. Oh, you son of a...
Oh,
Well, it's
I think I can do
a
much better
2
than
to
that.
hit the webs because they're an inanimate object.
Oh,
And we
good,
haven't
so
technically
hit
been
it.
doing the damage rolls against the webs either. They're tough 7. Which you have to do.
Oh,
you
do
have
I
to,
need to
you have
do
to
that?
hit it and you have to do the damage roll. I've been neglecting to do. We don't use breaking things a lot. Since I've ignored it this whole time, why don't we just say you're cut free? And we'll remember that we need our damage rolls against the toughness of things to break them, in addition to hitting them in the future. But yeah. So you're free, multi-action. Because that one's on me, I totally
That
spaced
will
it.
be 2, 3, 4, 5. That's as close as I can get. 1 square away.
Excellent.
That's all I can do.
Fen Flamir is going to shake his fist Flamirally and goes, I'm mostly a support character and there's no need for me in this situation. And of course he gets the Joker. Coratunis.
Well, we're going to just
Kill him.
repeatedly
Feed
batter
shit.
this giant.
Just
I might not hit it, actually. No, I did okay.
Yeah, that large bonus helps a lot.
It does.
Wunderbar.
You're going to shake? Are you going to soak?
Yeah, fuck it. We're getting on the end of it. Oh, wait. Why? I didn't need to give him a Benny. I meant to spend a Benny. There we go. And he fails.
Oh, all right.
I keep forgetting he has
Next.
2 Bennies on. I'm using GM Benny.
No!
The hit.
We
Because
still
of the-
hit.
because of the large bonus.
That it was almost on a 1 on my.
Nice.
It was very close to a 1.
Bam. Nothing. You want Benny that?
I'm banning that. Well,
Yeah.
we're on the end of it, yeah.
Yeah, 2D. Rolling 8 on 2D10 is not. Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Some of its eyes slashed.
Right. Yeah, we're just hacking these things to bits. Again, they are the lesser walking gods. There's tiers of this, by the way, so I don't want you guys to get your all panties twisted here. And then next week, when a 200-foot long snake breaks you into little pieces, go, now, wait a minute. Because,
You forgot the giant shark god.
right.
We
Well,
have
you never.
nothing like this.
That's the weird thing, too. Their gods are very distinctly power tiered. I didn't make any of these up, right? They're all taken directly from their lore, right? And it's like, okay, so some of your gods are 200-foot long invulnerable snakes, and some of your gods are just like a slightly larger than average spider, you know? Like, okay, I get it. I mean, I guess they are elephant-sized spiders, but still.
But hey, if they hit you with that poison, you're pretty much done.
The paralytic poison is rough on, and I sat there And I considered it for a minute, because, you know, they say throw multiples at your party, and I'm like, they're going to bitch if that poison goes off. One of them's going to be like, are you fucking 2d6 hours of instant paralysis? You know, like, and I couldn't disagree, because it is a rough poison, but. All right. That established.
Don't use the rough buttons.
Angus, McBryde. I mean, they have to have something to make them gods, right? Otherwise, they're just like, Jesus. I
Nice.
say is Angus Boom fires on with his blunderbuss ass.
Let's change
Oh
his
my
name,
God.
Angus McBoom.
Wow.
Angus McBoom. Wow.
Come on.
Wow. You know what? He's a wild card. Why not?
On Angus.
And then I gotta click the plus damage because it's not gonna calculate that was critical.
There we go. Come on.
There's a wound. And he will take it. He's happy doing that. And Walking God will spend its last Benny to not soak because of the extant wound penalty. Walking God needs one more wound to take the fourth.
You got a Benny. Someone gave you one in chat. It's just weird.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't going to tell you, but
We were trying to hide it.
He's going to use that Benny to automatically remove Shake if the
Well,
god
yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah. Duh.
It's just sitting there, quivering.
Alright. Unshook. Well, fiddle faddle.
What are you gonna do, giant spider?
It's going to stay precisely within your melee range, shuttle over, and attempt to attack Bill Harper. Is that godlike intellect? It's that, you know what, fuck every bit of this guy.
Got it, cutting you
Touch
good.
me.
And they have a pretty
Don't touch me.
solid, I mean, even with the deflection, I was like, you know, one of these is going to get through. But yeah, no. Woof, woof, woof. Wound penalty. We'll chalk that up to the fact that it's grievously wounded. One-eyed Jonas.
All right, I'm just gonna keep trying to cut out. I can't really do much else.
Yep. -4, just a 2 to hit. There you go.
Hey,
You free.
freeze a bird. Okay, I'm going to actually come around this corner because I don't want to get hit by more webs because we're still all bunched up.
Mm-hmm. So
And I'm
your
just-
action's just going to hide.
Yeah, I'm going to take a sec. Well, no, I'm going to strategically look around. while catching my
Strategically
breath.
hide. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Gotcha. Strategically look around the corner here where there is no spider.
I'm
Directly.
making sure that we're not getting snuck up on, you know.
Right, that there aren't more. I mean, there are two. There could be. I'm not going to tell you how many the book recommends throwing at people. Lucius Strike.
all right. Let's see.
Let's
Not
just
gonna
say I
try to
said
get out.
two's probably sufficient, I said to myself. Although you could have done 3 or 4 probably. Again, though, the second that poison goes off, it's an unpredictable boss when you give a boss 2d6 hour paralyzing, you know? Hits with a raise,
Yeah.
ice shard.
Oh, your dice are
I'm
so
gonna
bad.
What?
I'm gonna Benny. I know, but it's been terrible.
That was 46 again, too. But
Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
Oh, jeez.
woof.
All right.
Hiccups. Hiccups
Two,
and nausea.
Quit throwing snowballs, Lucius, and actually hurt the thing.
Right? Yay! It's like a Winter Wonderland.
It's the
Bill.
webs.
Don't touch you. He feels really small.
Right?
It's like a Bilbo moment here.
It really
Oh,
is.
what the hell? He looks at his little Beth. He's like, kisses it on the side. And just, come on, Annabeth, you got this. Oh,
That's a
all right,
hit.
hit, right?
The versus large and the gang up. This could be it.
You can do it. There we go. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Bill Harper, you been in that damage?
Oh. Yeah, he wants a killing blow. Can't take it with us.
Whiff.
One more time.
One more.
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
You got it.
One.
Come on.
There it is. There it is. Yeah! Bill Harper, you sink the rapier into the spider's gullet. And it immediately flips over and limbs curl up.
Its gut opens up in 50
And
small little spiders.
You guys
crawling
have,
over.
right, yeah.
Five
Swarms of baby
swarms.
spiders, yeah. But that is, you guys have defeated Skitaka. Yay, walking god, yay! You can harvest its fang, yay! It'll do heavy weapons damage, yay! What's that?
Ooh, yeah, I
Each
like
spider has 2 fangs? Uh-oh, can everybody in the party now do heavy weapons damage? Yay! Strength plus D6 heavy weapons! Yay!
I could already do heavy weapons damage. Thank you very much.
Right.
I try to heal. I make a normal healing attempt on
Right.
Jonas.
Bog standard.
Normally.
Oh shit!
Yeah, spitting on it does not help.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna use an actual
It must
power.
be because it's from a giant spider.
Right,
god.
right.
I
It's
It requires a bit
Fine.
more.
Let me try a different technique here.
understand.
And this is the first time we've seen him use magic to heal.
That's right, yeah.
I think it
Well,
might
you
be
faked it before, though.
No,
did,
I
right.
just
And it usually worked.
just
Yeah,
picture
no, I
this
feel
one
I've healed a
people-
wound before.
Yeah,
I just
healed
picture you,
through
like,
regular healing, but I've never used
Manifesting
actual.
an ice pack and
Yeah.
just setting it on the giant, puncture wound. Just
Cartoonist
go.
is gonna go over to Lucius and lean in real close to his ear, like,
Finally figured it out. Good.
But I've always knew
right.
it was,
Lucius,
this is the
I have
new
grown up
technique.
with the most powerful water mages in this world.
It's true. It's if there's anybody that's not gonna fall for your line of bullshit
No.
magic, it's
They-
a Kraken.
They weren't human. We do things a little differently where I'm from. It's just a different technique. That's all.
Different.
You're just not familiar with it.
A different technique. Yeah. It's more. It's
Same
more
with
Each his
subtle.
own.
It's
But
definitely
I'm
more
glad.
subtle. So, guys, it's a little awkward because we have defeated Skitaka, and we have gotten the tools for the next encounter, but there is absolutely no fucking way that encounter is going to wrap up even within an hour. So we're at a weird... I normally plot these things a lot better, right? So that there's some big cliffhanger, but my pacing's off. I don't know what to do with this last, 15 minutes or whatever.
we need to like.
Wasn't
hunt
there
the
a relic that
normal
we were
area.
supposed to find?
What's that?
A relic was the
How
fangs.
long has that
Huh?
horse been dead?
Huh? Oh, desiccated, it's hard to tell. That's right. Something about a relic, yeah. Mm-hmm. Nothing forthcoming in either of the side chambers there, really.
I'm gonna gesture for anybody nearby to help me overturn one of the spiders and just like gut them and see, because
Cut it open.
yeah, there was that walrus man
I mean,
kept an
goo
amulet
and-
in there. It was just
Goo and
gooey.
ichor and,
Yeah.
what you assume is organs of some kind of, I'm not sure what happens when you scale up a spider's insides to elephant. I'm assuming it's just more goo, but...
Well,
Hemolymph.
as much as I don't want to say this, I've seen the red men keep valuables in these blood pools. Perhaps there's something to that.
Yeah, now that is a fascinating bit of conjecture there, isn't it? In that there are these pools of,
Oh, those are blood. I can't tell from the
the awesome lighting.
clouds. Yeah, because it looks like holes. You just like would fall in a hole.
No, they're deep pools of, blood and ichor and spider goo and, all the rest.
Christian Sunday.
Yes.
Where'd he go off to? Where is the artifact? We have slain their gods.
Maybe the artifact was the friends you made along the way. No,
Can
it
I
is.
have
Say it
no
enough,
artifact?
It is as your Jonas says. The Thaka tribe is known to store their valuables in spider clutches in these pools. Their mulak toe.
Lucius, can you freeze cylinders of this blood and we can pull them
I
out
was afraid of
in
that.
chunks?
I can try.
You're just gonna. All right, give me an hour.
Before what?
All right.
While
Give
he's
me an
doing
hour.
that, Jonas is already like, as soon as Christian Sunday like admitted that what Jonas was thinking was right, he's already like unscrewing the top of his flask and is just taking a huge shot of the alcohol that he's got inside and is just like knee deep in blood.
Well, stump deep, you know.
Yeah, stump deep in blood. And I mean,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
additionally, there is still the fact that you, like, literally severed a man's head earlier and then described yourself bathing in it. So it's not like, I mean, in for a penny, right? Now, if anything,
Yeah.
freshening it up would probably be refreshing, right? But yeah,
he already smells bad.
so there are 3 pools in here. Which of the pools would you like to completely submerge yourself in, searching for a relic?
The one by the
So
big web.
this one over
Do the
here
big
looks like
web.
the biggest one to the western edge of the cave.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start there.
Yeah. So I should be applying a full pitch black illumination penalty because it is a pool of blood, but I'm going to make it a notice or investigation at a -2.
And should I assume this
System.
is a site-based notice?
Yes, sir. Well, I mean,
Could
no,
depend-
not really. It's
could
like a
depend on-
feel-based notice roll at this point. But you're gonna open your one good eye in the pool of fetid blood and be like, "Oh, it's right there."
Hey, didn't even need it.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, no, you go down and you come up with a random assortment of bones and corpse bits and this and that, but nothing that you would identify as a relic.
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever done in my life.
Bill Harper wants to try in the same spot.
All right, yeah, give me a notice roll. Yeah, I mean, it's he succeeded on that, so you're literally just throwing good after bad, but yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, you pull up way more corpse bits. Yeah, but I
I'm
think we
doing
can.
the freezy thing over by this pool.
You're doing the freeze. So, like, every time you cast that spell, you're spending power points, right? We have described a volume of water now, or blood, that is deep enough for a man to submerge himself in. Like, that is some hours of freezing your 1 meter
true.
chunk. And then who's picking up this frozen block of blood? It's not like you have telekinesis, right? Like, yes, you can be technically spending power points to slowly freeze out, but unless you guys want to spend a couple
I've
of
only
days
got
in a
8 left.
spider cave.
I only got 8 left, so it's not gonna last.
Once it's solid, Flinflameer like raises it with his magic instead.
Right,
Because
because then it's Earth. Yeah, no, that tracks.
Well, it's blood.
It's a conveyor belt.
It's carbon based,
Mm-hmm.
so that's minerals. It's minerals.
He lists
Marie.
just the iron
Oh,
content.
runoff.
7% of it comes up. Yes, there you go. But
You just create a trough, so it kind of.
So why don't you lot come over here and dive into this one next? We'll watch.
Lucius.
hey,
Wow.
yeah. This time, you come up with a bunch of bits of corpses, but fascinatingly, a skull. And not a full skull, mind you. Like, I would say, if I had to break it into rough fractions, I would say the top third of a skull. And it's distinguished from the rest of the things that are mostly gnaw marks and puncture wounds through the bone, in that this one seems to be carved with some kind of runes or engravings in an ornate tribal kind of way, like that thing that your asshole roommate from 2002 would have bought for an ashtray, you know?
Or bong.
Yeah.
Make a bong out of it.
Whoever
Yeah.
plays
Huh?
Sea of Thieves, it might. If you ever played Sea of Thieves, it might look like a glowing.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Glenfamir, what
But
is
like
this?
the skull plate itself, like the top of the skull.
Glenfamir. I call him
Yes?
over. Show it to him. Does he does this look...
It looks like a badass tattoo. No, he doesn't.
Christian.
He doesn't recognize
Just
it.
saying.
Yeah,
What's it
Christian,
saying, you can-
however, says, "This is powerful magics. I am no shaman, so I cannot decipher the writings, but I know that it is, in fact, powerful magic."
It
This
could
might
be
be a
the
link.
artifact.
Or it could just be a third of a random skull that the GM's thrown into this pool to fuck with you. No, it's the artifact. Come on, guys, yeah. What are the odds, right? Wouldn't that be great, though?
I don't know.
You guys get to the next spot, and it's like a third of a gold medallion, and you're like, God damn it. I mean, you go all the way
You're
back.
supposed to look in the other pools.
Right? Whoopsie doodle.
Something borrowed, something blue. You know, it's not
Right.
the same thing
Right.
for each.
Right, no, but you have definitely successfully located the third of the relic. Now, we could feasibly take these elephant-sized spider innards and smoke and or dry and or prepare some of them in a way where they could be horrifically nasty, but edible technically, providing the sustenance that we might need to expand our ration pool. Unfortunately, these creatures are venomous, right? So any survival roll made to make the food palatable and not poisonous will be done at a -2.
Are they poisonous or are they venomous?
They're venomous, goddammit. They're venomous.
Oh,
but
so then we should be able to eat them fine.
They're both.
Let's do it.
They're both. They have venom that fills their body, making them poisonous.
I mean, even
Right,
eating
it's like-
venom is
it's like
fine.
crap.
You could
All right,
drink
you
it
have
out.
little cuts in your mouth because you have poor dental hygiene.
You can cook it out. Certain, certain temperatures.
All right, you sons of bitches. Survival at -2.
It's just gross enough to require a -2.
Right.
But hey,
But-
are these red men? Is it cannibalism or are they part?
Well,
I
it's
mean-
different species for me.
So they can interbreed with humans. Draw your own conclusions about whether or not eating red men is cannibalism.
They're like talking cows to Kraken.
Also, Christian Sunday is both a red man and a convert to Christianity, and he might, frown upon you maybe.
It's like communion, Christian. It turns into not red men meat once it passes my mouth.
It's just the transubstantiation, through the powers of osmosis.
Yes. If
Wait.
if you have faith, Christian, it's fine.
Can we just talk about how all Catholics are cannibals real quick? Just for a second. That weirds the fuck out of me. I took communion once and I was like, so it's a metaphor, right? And the foster
Symbolic
dad,
cannibalism.
the foster dad that
Symbolic.
took me was like, no, it literally turns into but he was 100% the body of Christ, right? And I thought about that shit for weeks afterwards. Like, what the fuck? So he literally believes that it turns into a bit of Jesus that he chews? It was something else, but excellent. So, Cartoonist, you have eaten much worse. You can make a, oh shit, let's see here. What was that? I want to quote you something. Raise on the survival roll. Oh, that 2d6. Damn, son! Yes, a bounty of rations. You're 15 there with your exploding dice. I mean, yeah, you pull out something. It must be spider liver or something. Make an excellent liver pate.
I'll have a separate list for spider rations, so I know not to give them to people.
Oh, well, I mean, they're not going to actually be envenomating. They're just gross.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's still a -2 to eat the.
No, -2
spider
for the
rat.
preparation.
Oh, okay. So
Well, once it's prepared, you've managed to detoxify, etc. It was just to reflect the difficulty of turning a handful of spider goo and ichor into something that you would say, all right, trail ration,
word.
But, Bill Harper, success. One-Eyed Jonas, success. Lucius Drake, terrible failure. Bill Harper, 3 rations. Jonas, 4 rations. Lucius, your charm.
Looks like I didn't do the -2 on that because I didn't know what I was. I thought the -2 was for the eating them, not the preparing them. So I only got a success.
Okay.
So I get either the 8 or the 7.
Well, here, let's just. 2. You shouldn't have called my attention.
That's the same.
So 11 rations. So
Bill Harper did the same thing. My -2 is just unskilled, so should have been -4.
Oh, yeah, because you don't have survival. So, yeah, you got nothing, sir. Good day. It's very hard to turn spider ichor into something you want to eat. And transport. I mean, what do you, like... Are you drying it in, like, thin sheets and then rolling? I mean, what do you even, like... How would you even prepare? Are you making, like, fruit leather out of spider goo?
I've had worse.
Or maybe just, like, you like the chitin? It's just, like, pork cracklings. You fry the shell a little.
well, if you smash it all together and then like put it in a patty, you can make a spider burger.
God.
They do it with flies.
I've seen them make flies.
Lake Victoria. No, it was like actually like black flies in Lake Victoria, where they have these pans they wet, and then you just kind of like swoop them in the air to catch the flies, and then they gather the flies into and smash them into patties, and then grill the patties like burgers. So it's just the whole thing.
It looks like a black bean patty too when they mash it all together, like a black bean burger. Like it's the same, has the same kind of consistency. It looks like I can't even. It's too much. All right, well we managed to kill most of that time there with the relic that I totally forgot about, and now the spider preparation. Yay! All right, for that. See how well I have this plotted after all this time? Honestly, the 2-week break, it shook me a little. I was like, wait, they do what? Who has powers? Is it, what's going on here? But that's going to be it. Tune in next week for when they're totally successful using their strength plus D6 heavy weapons against the tough, heavy armor, 200-foot long snake. Yeah, it's going to be Coinkydink. And then, there's the other walking god that we haven't delved into. And I'm sure if the second one's a 200-foot long snake, the third, like the ultimate god, the final god, wouldn't be, I mean, where do you go after a 200-foot long snake, right? I mean, nowhere. You're done. You've shot your shot.
Actual waterfall.
It's just King Kong.
Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting. But, from lore to you guys, may your dice always roll hot. Thanks for watching, guys. We love you. You're wonderful. You complete us.
Thank you for the bennies.
Yeah, bennies were awesome tonight, guys. You rock.